Hey, welcome back to another edition of Babyface Brew Review. My name's Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. We've got a super fresh offering from Reuben's Brews right here in the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle, Washington, right in my backyard. And we're going to their fresh hop release. It's their Crikey IPA with fresh hops utilized. Just to reiterate that, but it's a beer I haven't had before, so I'm super excited to join you guys and gals. If you don't know, Reuben's does some really awesome stuff. Their regular Crikey is one of my favorite local IPAs up here. Their Robust Porter, their Gosa. They also do some really good seasonal stuff as well. I believe they just won a medal down at the Great American Beer Festival in the Denver area there. So check them out if you can't get their stuff. You can maybe be able to trade for it in the Seattle area. I think they might distribute maybe into parts of Oregon, but really doing some killer stuff as of late, Reuben's Brews. So without further ado, let's dive into the specs of the beer. 6.8% alcohol by volume, 53 IBUs for this one. In regards to the accolades of the beer, we're going over to Beer Advocate. They give it a 3.98 out of 5, puts in that very good category. And actually, funny enough, their Crikey IPA got higher ratings, 4.05 in the exceptional category from Beer Advocate. So interesting what's going on there. Going over to Untapped, 3.99 out of 5 caps from about a few hundred ratings or so. So some really, really solid stuff. Pretty fresh beer. I believe it's just over a couple weeks old from when I grabbed it. No bottling date, unfortunately, but I trust it given the season. We don't know what hops they're utilizing, unfortunately, but I'm guessing that they're probably going with some of the C hops, Chinook, Columbus, and good old Cascade. So as we pour this bad boy in, very aggressively on my behalf, kind of a clearish orange, beautiful kind of sunset golden color there. Mild clarity, a little bit of haziness in there. Active carbonation streaming up from the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful, tightly compact white head there. Very, very tightly compact. Almost like a bone marrow white color. Really nice, beautiful beer in the glass. See if we get a smell and aroma what this reveals to us. A little glass lacing as well. Clinging to the edges there. Yeah, a lot going on in this one. I get kind of like the spicy, peppery characteristic that really first jumps out to me as an IPA. And then I get kind of the sweet tropical fruits, pineapple, just a kiss of like mango or papaya, grapefruit, some big citrus notes in here for sure, grapefruit, orange zest, orange peel, tangerine, yeah, big orange skin notes. And then I get some kind of like earthy, almost like forest floor, pine needle characteristic to this, a little bit of resin, some grassiness, little herbal notes. Really complex beer here. Wet hops definitely, or the fresh hop is popping out of the glass on this one. And they say fresh hop on the bottle itself, but then they say wet hop on the side. So there is a difference there between fresh hops are slightly dried, where those wet hops are whole cone put right into the beer. Anyway, my mouth's watering. Cheers, pros, whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's dive into the fresh hop Crikey IPA from Reuben's Brews right here in Seattle, Washington. It's very, very nice. That's what I can say candidly to you. It's very nice. Look at the glass lacing, head retention, excellent. Up front in the beer, I get kind of this grainy, caramelly malt base, very neutral, nothing popping out. No, a little sweet, but not overly sweet, so it's really light in that regard. Very, very neutral caramel grainy base there. And then the hops kind of start to come out and play. Now, at first it pops a little tropical fruit. I get a little pineapple, a little bit of like papaya, mango, just ever so faint. And then the citrus really comes out, similar to the nose. I get like ruby red grapefruit. Then I get tangerine, orange, really zested orange. Really, really nice stuff there. Back end, same thing with the nose. Really earthy and herbal notes coming out, like forest floor, pine needle, really resiny as well, coating the palate. Bitterness pops big time in the back. And then it kind of lingers more tangerine, citrus, pine as like the burp comes back up and just coats the palate in such a way where it dries out. It dries out from those hops, those C hops, I'm guessing is what it is. But it's really, really nice. There's a nice palatable bitterness, 53 IBUs. It's not overwhelming. It's really, really drinkable. Getting into the feel, it's kind of a lightish medium body. Really well brewed beer, very, very clean. I can't overemphasize that enough, how clean and crisp it drinks. I will say here, it's not popping like some of the other fresh or wet hop beers, national beer release like Born Yesterday that some of you folks might be able to get your hands on. It doesn't pop like that. It doesn't pop like Kobishi Canyon from Fremont Brewing. It is a little muted in the taste, whereas some of the other, where the notes in the aroma come out, more so than in the taste. So it is a very solid offering. I wouldn't say it's the best fresh hop beer I've had, nor the worst one I've had. It's very middle of the road. As for liking the original Crikey better, like I said earlier in the review, that beer had higher reviews than this one, I'd say this one is better in my opinion. So as for a grade, I'm going to go 91. I think it's an A- beer. I think it's a very, very solid offering. It's something that you should look out for if you have the opportunity. I believe it was about $5.99 a bomber, which on the higher price point of a bomber for an IPA, but given that it's fresh hop, it's the season, I think it's worth spending the money. So 91 for me, but that's not what matters. Matters what you guys and gals think, and you can let me know in the comment section down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you think of the fresh hop Crikey IPA from Reuben's Brews? And I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all again on Babyface Brew Review.